Hello, folks. I'm the Red. This is Gnosia, and last we left off, we went on a fishing trip with Setsu, and she told us she wanted to end up in a world where no one died. So, let's do a little quick event search for that world. I guess we'll play this one. We're Gnosia along with Setsu, Chippy, and Comet. And we're missing a bug along with one person. Let's see if we can figure out who that person is. We got Chippy and Comet. We got Jonas and Kukushka. Comet, Remnant. I don't know who I'm missing. And I will say that if we go here to the crew data, if someone's not on the particular ship, they won't show up on here either. Who are we missing? We've got the original 5, Setsujina, SQ, Rakio, Shigemichi, Jonas, Shibika Kurushika. Wow. We got a Yuriko. Wait, do we have Stella? We're missing Stella. That is who we're missing. Okay. Apparently in this reality, Stella never made a body for herself, so she's purely Levy. SQ Darin Shigemichi. I'll go ahead and let that slide. Shigemichi's acting weird. It's bugging me. So you suspected me? What the hell? SQ, why do you just distrust Shigemichi so much? Sorry if I'm mistaken, but I feel Yuriko looks suspicious. You satisfied now? So far, no one's landed on any of the Gnosia. Guard duty here? That'd be Remnen and Shigemichi. Okay. Honestly, for us, that's a pretty good pair for guard duty. I was gonna say that's a bad pair for guard duty because Shigemichi is not. I mean, if we check his stats, Shigemichi is not smart enough to figure things out. Lacks both intuition and logic. And then Remnen lacks the charisma to do anything, even if he does figure something out. So, SQ wants to collab with us. Sure. We'll cooperate with SQ. Engineer? Chippy? Nope, I'm the engineer. No, for real though, I'm the engineer. Okay, so like Chippy and Jonas is the engineer? Yeah, no, I'm the engineer? SQ collabing with us. Let's hope that she's not the real engineer. Well, then she'd be the bug. Maybe she's the AC follower. Okay, time to vote, huh? Okay, my mind's already made up. I think I'm gonna go Jonas because of the 3 engineers, he's the only one that we're not in any way paired with. Rakio gets voted out. Who voted? Setsu? Cheap shot. Xiaoming? It's because they wouldn't screw you. You're all beyond salvation. Okay. Go off on and have a speech. We've got a level up to be had. We're leveling up our stealth. I gotta remember next time because it landed on a set of 5. Let's just do Otome. I mean, we're gonna kill everyone anyway. Worrying about who goes sooner or later is just a waste of time. Sure, I'll indulge you. Otome. Otome, I guess I failed again. Hey, it's a bit late for this, but was getting rid of Otome maybe a mistake? Sorry if I made things more difficult. I'll apologize while I still can. Not this time. I don't think Otome was a mistake. Jonas is accusing Kukrushka. So SQ is the real engineer. Y'all look so weak and weary. Have you perchance not taken enough yummies? Food? I'm actually a pretty good cook. I love me some good old food. Let's have Levy order up some munchies. I want an omelet. Oh my god, food? Like, I literally love food. Say you're human. Let's play a little game. Each and every one of you try declaring your humanity. Comet will say it. It's interesting to note. Comet, actually a poor liar. Has intuition at the wazoo, but that is the only thing she has. So, she's actually not good as Gnosia. Krushka nods. So we're supposed to promise we're human, huh? Let it be known, I my own self, am indeed human. I'm human. Who's next? I'm human. Good work. Now we know whom to doubt, do we not? Those who refuse to declare their humanity. Which is SQ, the real engineer. Hey Gina, I trust you. So how about you trust me too? Gina's working with Chippy. Thanks. Looking forward to working with you. Chippy intends on deceiving and using Gina. Shikimichi's gonna doubt SQ. I'm gonna defend SQ. Fukushka's gonna doubt Chippy. Comet. Yeah, I agree with Comet. If you all trust my judgment, I'd like to ask you to trust Comet, alright? Don't worry about it, Chippy. I got your back, okay? I agree. I don't feel there's any reason to doubt Chippy. You guys, nothing bad's gonna come out of trusting Comet, you know? Okay, let's start this vote. And again, Jonas is the only engineer that's... Oh. I mean, fine. Does Cold Sleep count as like beauty sleep? That's cute. Sleep well. We'll meet again, I'm sure. Okay, Chippy wants to speak to us. Probably wants to tell us who to kill next. Oh! No. What's up? Oh, Gina? There's about a 50-50 chance of it working. Good thing I was able to hook up with Gina. I feel bad for lying to Gina, but you gotta do what you gotta do to survive. I'm surprised we haven't gotten this skill before. Takes 15 charm. Do we have 15 charm? We do. So we can actually now collaborate with people. SQ died. I think I'm gonna kill Remnant. Yeah. You can feel Kukrushka mourning for Remnant. Requested anyone? Go ahead, give us your reports. Chippy is accusing Jonas. Jonas is clearing Comet. Lo, it's time to come to announce yourself, Doctor. Gina and her reports are clearing both Rockio and SQ. We'll claim that we are the real Doctor. We will have the same reports, SQ and Rockio. Okay. Here we go. Some match is totally fishy, huh? You satisfied now? Petrushka's gonna defend, as will Jonas and Shami. Petrushka was accused by Jonas. I'm going to cover Xiaoming. Alright. For my dear friend Xiaoming, I, Jonas, shall place my very ass on the proverbial line. Grishka nods in agreement. So you trust me? Okay, cool. I can tell you've got a good eye. Petrushka's doubting Jonas. Comet's defending, as is Shigemichi. Yuriko wants to doubt Chippy. Jonas is going to seek agreement. We'll start the vote. I'm gonna say Jonas. I got Yuriko. That's a weird voting pattern. Tetsu and Comet, they were the real ones. They convinced Shikamichi to go along with it. Xiaoming went Comet, probably caught her in a lie. Krushka voted Chippy, might have done the same. But I think we're at the end here, aren't we? Damned humans. Yuriko, what the hell are you doing, man? Right? We just have to not get, the man, the lone wolf, Shigemichi, Red, I've got a request for you. How about you and me combine forces so we can survive? No dice? I mean, if you don't wanna... No, we can do it. Like, sure. I'm going to kill Jonas, because if he is the bug, which is, I suspect is a real possibility, this will prevent it from ending. And I'm gonna say Yuriko's Gnosia. We've said 2 humans. Yeah, more than half the crew are now Gnosia and the ship's been taken over. Hey, so we both survived. I tossed the survivors into the hangar. I did it nicely, at least. I'm not interested in violence. Now I can finally get a good night's sleep. Live, eat, and sleep. That's paradise. Don't you agree? I believe the last episode we watched was... No, it was a couple episodes back of the anime had Chippy talking about this. I think he talked about it again. Where he's kind of implying he really just doesn't want to deal with any of this. Regardless of whether or not he's Gnosia. On either side, he's just sort of, can't bother, I just want to sleep. We did end up killing... We didn't have a bug. I forgot this round. I'm so used to playing the 15-3 everything that I just didn't even parse that it was going to be anything else. It wants to give us a Gnosia run. I'm going to go ahead and get everyone here with 4 Gnosia. We've got Comet, Jonas, and Xiaoming on our side. I'm just gonna... The only thing I'd change... so something about that event search is if you make any alterations... If you hit the event search, what it does is it scans what events you have left and tries to give you an event that where you're slanted to likely get it. And then it puts an extra additional chance for an event to fire. If the event needs like pre-firing or things like that. So the event search does narrow down the randomness into much more manageable, like you're much more likely to get the events to fire. But if you change anything about them, so it narrows it down in 2 ways. One, it narrows it down in giving you worlds in which events fire. So example, we have, if I go into our crew data and we check like this, SQ's world, one of these worlds, one of these notes requires us as the player character to be Gnosia. So it's going to fire, and I think there's other ones. Like, Rakio has one that requires us to be human. Setsu's, we got actually a bunch here that are requiring us to be human. It's just really wanting to push us to the Xiaoming and SQ worlds. So when you use the event search, it narrows down the world by giving you events that are likely to line up. Some events, you're required to be a bug. Some event requires certain players to be a bug, or Gnosia, or whatever. And so it narrows down the world by sort of shuffling everyone into those roles. It then narrows it down further by firing off the events if, like, it's possible. So when you alter it afterwards, like we had the event, when we hit the event search, it gave us 13 people, 4 Gnosia, and then everything but the bugger AC follower. When I turn back up the players, there's a certain amount of likelihood that it's shuffling everyone into the exact right roles, that any changes to the parameters breaks. So, we're still likely to end up with these roles which requires us to be Gnosia, and then their interactions with Xiaoming or SQ. But we also turn down the possibility when we make sure we've got the bigger world that has everyone. And I just like having everyone around. Plus, I know that these worlds are going to fire regardless. Would it be better to collaborate? Confused? It's not that hard, really. Yeah, sure, we'll collaborate with you, Chippy. Chippy just likes having a friend. Like, we know he's not Gnosia, where there's no reason to be afraid of collaborating with him. Sorry if I'm mistaken, but I feel Jonas looks suspicious. Gina speaking up to throw things on Jonas is because she has some real strong intuition right now. We get a bunch of people covering for Jonas, but a bunch of them are Gnosia. If we check, yeah. If we had checked earlier, I think I pointed this out when it happened. Gina does not start with good intuition. She only jumps into having this. We have the fourth tier down, the fourth line down, very intuitive, but not aware of this herself. In the early game, and I mean in the earlier loop, she doesn't really rely on her intuition. She doesn't have good intuition. But later in the game, once she's sort of buffed up by us looping again and again and again, her intuition suddenly leaps. So now she does have good intuition. It's an interesting little change. She's always theoretically had good intuition. Comet. I'm gonna find the Gnosia myself. Sounds cool, right? Well, I'm the engineer, but I'm bad with machines. Kukushka glares at Comet sternly. She herself is the engineer. Okay, either Kukushka or Comet. Maybe not actual Gnosia, but Yuriko looks kind of alien-y, don't you think? Kukushka's eyes are filled with suspicion. I'm gonna defend Yuriko. Kukushka also doubting Otome. Getting plenty of defense. Let's see, it's going to the fridge. Kukushka was throwing some real shade around there. But no, it's either Yuriko, Otome, or Stella, who didn't speak up. I'm gonna cover Stella. I don't think it's Stella. Can't trust Stella. And Yuriko's doubting Otome. Which means it's gonna be Otome that gets voted for. No other way about it. Yeah, not even close. More than double the votes the next person down out of the 3. Looks like I'm off to cold sleep. Otome. Well, we've got level up to do here. We were leveling up stealth. If I remember right, we have let's collab with his a charm 15. And then we're pushing stealth. We've got both Chippy and Shaming want to say something to us. I'm gonna visit Chippy first. Oh, hey, Red. Chippy and the cat growing from his necks are exercising. Sorry, give me a minute. I just want to finish this run. Okay, yep, that'll do it. Huh, did I surprise you? Well, this is what I am. This? The cat growing from your neck? I mean, it feels like... I mean, we know about this. He's shown it to us as Gnosia. But simply, I want to become a cat. Like a real, actual cat. So, I went to an underground doctor and got this surgery. It's called felinification. Unfortunately, it's going to take more than one go. In order to become a proper cat, I had to get fused with one so I could get my brain used to it first. That's why my body's like this. Once this trip is over, I'm gonna have this guy separated. I haven't told anyone else besides Comet about this, by the way, but I thought I'd let you in on it. Since we're teamed up and all. No secrets, okay? Yeah. Crew data. Chippy plans to surgically complete felinification and become a cat. Comet is not long for this world, having picked a role in which she is a liar. But I don't want to expedite it, so I'm going to kill Yuriko. This feels weird with Yuriko. Someone who was right here yesterday. Gone. Just like that. Well, give us the reports right now. Kukrushka... I should have killed Kukrushka. Comet's roping us into her world. Stella, something about you's totally fishy, huh? Stella's acting weird. It's bugging me. Really? We could join in the defense of Stella. Anyone's guard duty credentials, speak up. No one came forward. Who's the doctor? Kukrushka looks around at everyone. Jonas, declaring that Otome was indeed Gnosia. And then Setsu, who is clearing, the doctor is me, not Jonas. And he's trying to confuse us with lies. Shaming, dadding Kukrushka. Shigemichi will jump on. Kukrushka is going to be overwhelmed by sadness. I'm going to cover, hey, no one's, you know, tried to murder Rakio, and Rakio is a very easy target, so maybe we can trust Rakio's, you know, human? Let's get on with voting. We're going to vote Kukrushka. And it's down to Stella, Shigemichi, Jonas, and Kukrushka. Chippy's gonna doubt Stella. Xiaoming's gonna doubt Kukrushka. Kukrushka seems overcome with sadness, as if she's about to disappear. You just don't get it, do you? Whole trend of casting down Kukrushka, clearly some kind of ploy. Setsu's gonna seek agreement. As stated, we have little reason to doubt Kukrushka. Okay, let's lay off a bit, eh? I got Kukrushka's back. I know, right? You shouldn't, like, doubt people like that. But we have to doubt someone, and honestly, our vote is best suited on Kukrushka. Shigemichi gets voted for. Kukrushka got 3 votes. Oh, Shigemichi was the other one. Ah, damn it! I'm going to rush Shigemichi. When you wake up, this will all be sorted. Xiaoming wants to talk to us still. Damn, I kind of wish I hadn't become Gnosia in the first place. I had this dream of back when I was a kid. Ever since I became Gnosia, every night is showtime, you know? I keep remembering all this stuff I don't want to have to remember. I start thinking, maybe I should have done this instead of that one, stuff like that. I want to talk about the past. You've tried this before. Wow, really? You want to hear about it? Alright then, if we survive, I'll tell you about it sometime. That'll give us something to look forward to, you know? So let's do what we have to survive. Yeah, who do we kill? I think... Okay, Kukrushka said Xiaoming, Comet said us. I'm going to kill Remnant. Then maybe Rakio. Okay, more reports. Jonas and Setsu both clearing Shikamichi. Kukrushka accusing us. We can no longer kill Kukrushka. Comet clearing Jonas. So you're human. Yeah, I'm human. Yes, I'm human. Let it be known, my own self, am indeed human. I swear, I'm not one who would infect a person with Gnosia. You want to make the fake lie, huh? Kukrushka nods. Hey! I'm like literally human. I'm human. Chippy and Xiaoming didn't comply. Comet doubting Setsu. Stepping forward as guard duty is a total trap right here. Oh no, step forward as guard duty is asking the guard duty to step forward. But here's the thing, guard duty would have already stepped. This is a useless whatever. I'm gonna make small talk. Oh my god, food? I like literally love food. Get some rations. Want some? Food, huh? Want me to whip something up? We have a nice little chat about food. Stella's doubting Comet. Gina's gonna defense. Jonas will seek agreement. Rocky will agree. I'm going to cover Gina. No objections. Okay, let's start the vote. I'm still gonna vote for Krushka. Setsu got voted out. Setsu, I'm disappointed in you. And then we've got Jonas here, who's going to tell us who to kill, right? To decide whom shall be disappeared on this night. Well then, how about Chippy? Seems like a nice crunchy little Gnosia snack. Cannot wait for the war. Pleasure in seeing Chippy gone. Sure, we can kill Chippy if that's really what you want. Let's hope this is not a dumb one, because I did not check... Now Chippy, you're the one. You were now with Eternity. I didn't check the engineer report, or the doctor report. Nope. Doctor report wouldn't have been here, but... SQ is accusing Comet. Petrushka's clearing Gina. Jonas will say Setsu was Gnosia. Obvious, but I feel it's safe to say that Gina's crew. So we have more definite crew. Kukrushka has claimed it's Xiaoming, us, and SQ. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's Xiaoming, us, and then it has to be Comet and one of the doctors. From Kukrushka's world, because there is no AC follower, there is no bug. The only liars are Gnosia. So Kukrushka's world, I mean, Kukrushka is the true world. Comet is saying SQ Kukrushka. She's clearing Jonas, who's saying Setsu Otome. So it's SQ Kukrushka, Setsu Otome, which clears Rakio and Stella, and Kukrushka's world has Um, so Rockio and Stella are both definite human, right? Because in both their worlds, they have definitely narrowed down who everyone is to a finite amount. So we've cleared Gina, Rockio, Stella. Those are our definite humans. Comet doubting SQ. So it's like all on me now. Stella's making the defense, as is Gina. Comet's gonna doubt SQ. Kakushi's gonna exaggerate. Jonas will defend. Let's start this vote. I'll vote SQ. Oh, we split the votes. Okay then, cold sleep for me, I guess. Jonas wants to kill Stella. Okay, sure. That works for me. Gina and SQ are the only other two on the chopping block. And Kukushka's clearing SQ. SQ wants to collab with her. Kukushka shakes her head. SQ's being doubted by Xiaoming. Gina and Kukushka defending. Gina doubting Xiaoming. Let's collab with Gina. We can. Nope. Jonas is gonna doubt Wait, hold on. What's that? Who is that? Did Jonas cleared, covered Xiaoming, but what we're voting for is SQ, right? Let's go visit Gina. I feel safer with you around. And then let's kill Rockio. Give us those reports. You're clearing Xiaoming. You're clearing Rockio. Let's talk about love and stuff. Kukushka's putting an end to it. Wants to collab with Gina. Jonas is doubting Kukushka. Gina will make a defense, as will SQ. Gina, who are you gonna vote for? Ah! Should have voted Kukushka. I couldn't tell whether or not where Jonas was gonna vote. Red, my friend. But the bumper of cars of fate lies bonk heads once again. Well. For you to finish. Let's do... I mean, this is an interesting one. There's an engineer, there's guard duty, there's an AC follower. Guard duty with Comet. Not a lot of people this time around. Comet's dating Remnant. Feels safe enough to do so because she's guard duty. I'll defend Kukushka. Jonas is gonna doubt Setsu. I'll doubt Jonas in that case. And then Comet's gonna reveal us as guard duty, prevent anyone from voting for us. Well, anyone sensible. But, does put a target on us. Continuing to level up our stealth. I will go visit... whoops. I will go visit Kukrushka. And Comet's dead. That's what you get for stepping up, buddy. Can the engineer step forward? Could have been Jonas. Could be Remnin. Maybe Kukrushka, Xiaoming. Remnin, Xiaoming, Kukrushka in that order, more likely. Or of likelihood, I think, in my opinion. I don't know for sure. Kukrushka wants to collab. Sure. Rocky is doubting Kukrushka, who's gonna do some little regret shenanigans. Remnin's gonna cover Shigemichi. Let's start the vote. And, I'll vote Remnin. Oh, damn it. We've got Kukrushka on our side. Let's talk to Setsu. Don't think anyone has any more reason to doubt you, Red. Now, we just have to pay close attention to the situation. Try not to stand out too much and become an easy target. I mean, Comet did start by painting a target on us. Wait, didn't Remnin... said that Shigemichi was trustworthy. Very nice. Well, one more? One more. I'm gonna do another 15 for with any extras off as random. With a guardian angel. Can I talk too? Really? Wow, okay, I'll do my best. Guard duty. Gina and Kukrushka. We're gonna do that. Let's get the engineer out too. Otome and Xiaoming. Remnin wants to collab with Kukrushka. Shakes her head nose. Jonas. Talking about Comet. And then let's get the doctors out too. And I'll vote for Jonas because he accused Comet. Personally quite fond of silence myself. Just sleep for a chance to dream. Let's go. Stella wants to have a conversation here. Oh, she wants to collab. Sure, let's have a collaboration with Stella. And we're gonna protect someone. I'm gonna protect Gina. Raku's dead. Okay, Otome, Xiaoming, Remnin. Okay, Shigemichi is a liar. Say you're human. I'm human. Yuriko's the other Gnosia. And Otome. Wow, we've got three. Shigemichi, Yuriko, Otome. Xiaoming wants to collab. Again, Shigemichi, Otome, Yuriko. I'll agree with Chippy, Daddy, and Shigemichi. I gotta pee! It just comes on so quickly these days. I'm going to argue against Otome immediately. And then, sure, let's vote Shigemichi. Otome, Yuriko is the only two left. Um... Remnant. Nobody wants to know what others really think. I'm going to protect Gina. No bugs, so that was a correct call on our part. There's no reason to kill. Here's the thing. Killing Remnant clarifies Shigemichi, which means that the engineers, well, it wouldn't affect because they haven't reported yet. But it could mean that the engineers would have to agree to be Remnant being the real one. Otome's clearing Stella. Xiaming's accusing Yuriko. That's a good one. I'm gonna defend Xiaming immediately from Yuriko. Come on, let's take it easy, okay? How about we all grab a bite to eat? So now you can picture the food Kukushka's imagining. It's borscht. Definitely borscht. Oh my god, I literally love food. Food? Want me to whip something up? Everyone's just talking about food. I can move Stella throwing shade onto SQ. I'm gonna doubt Yuriko. Remnant will defend, as will Otome. And we're gonna vote Yuriko. Got Comet instead. Remnant's still our detractor. Cold sleep room. Again, I'm gonna switch to defending Kukushka. No, Remnant's dead. Which means okay. We've got a definite human here. Remnant said Jonas and Shigemichi. Xiaming is saying Jonas, Shigemichi, Yuriko, Otome, which means anyone Otome clears has to be human, because Xiaming's saying that everyone else is human. He's saying that by way of saying Remnant's the real one, whoever Remnant claimed is Gnosia, and then Yuriko, and then has to claim Otome because there's only Gnosia here. There's no AC follow, no bug. So Stella, Chippy, SQ are all clearable. Stella, Chippy, and SQ. Yuriko, don't be fooled by Yuriko. Vote for Yuriko. I don't want to do this. I want to hear more from Yuriko. Let's start the vote. Voting Yuriko. Setsus did say to vote. Damn humans. Yuriko, it'll be lonely without you. We may have painted enough of a target on ourselves to get us killed here by Otome. I'm gonna visit Otome. Red, you came. Let's party tonight. Yeah, sure, let's party. Just don't murder us, please. I'm gonna switch back to protecting Gina. Stella instead. Otome is accusing us. Which means Setsu's definitely human. Chippy wants to collab with us, sure. Petrushka's gonna doubt Otome. We'll just let it run. Love talk. Let's start the vote, and we're gonna vote Otome, who we know to be Gnosia. Just statistically. Bye-bye, Otome. See you again. All Gnosia in cold sleep. Hey there. I should be reaching a space station somewhere in a few days. The day I can finally become a cat is near. Hey, you want to keep me as a pet? I mean, once I become a cat, that is. I mean, it was SQ keeping us as a pet, right? And then we'll keep Chippy as a pet, so it'll just be this chain. Yeah, we figured that one out. Sometimes they land like that, where you just, you got all the pieces working together. And, yeah. We got this was a Chippy heavy episode. We learned about his felinification sort of like more clearly, I think. I don't know if it's been I mean, we've known that he had that cat fused through his neck. I don't know if I thought it came up before what it was, that it was, a surgery. It came up in the anime recently. Also, his event where he collabs with someone when you're Gnosia and then he's like telling you about it and that's how you learn let's collaborate, it's funny. That usually fires so much sooner. And it did start to fire a couple of times in previous episodes, but it just never completed. And so now he's explained to us like why he does it. It's always good to have a buddy. But I'll look for, new buddies next time. If you've enjoyed this Let's Play so far, go ahead and leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you next time when we continue playing Gnosia and continue uncovering all those little details.